About 3 months ago, I reported that the woman I dubbed the City Girl Mayor, Tiffany Tahoe, was spending money like crazy in both of her public positions in Cook County. As the mayor of Dalton, she's been mismanaging their funds, and as the supervisor of Thornton Township, she's been mismanaging their funds. When I first made the report months ago, I highlighted that the village was in a $5 million deficit. Well, now it's much worse. The deficit has increased and is rapidly approaching $7 million. Remember, this is a village of only 20,000 people. And instead of being transparent, Pork Chop Mayor Tiffany Tahoe blocked the trustees from the software to track her spending and also won't give information to the residents about the spending and the budget. It also doesn't help that when taxpayers have questions, she's using the police to cut them off and even throw them out of the building. They're doing this to older Black people, usually Black women. That's who they're doing this to. And those officers are being directed by a guy she promoted to be over the police department, doing all of her dirty work. It's this corrupt guy here. He's the one over the police. Louis Lacey is his name. We have a lot to get into, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and get into it.
One comment on the financials, and I don't know how I've neglected to do this. All the way until last month, we were receiving monthly financial reports. This month, we did not receive a monthly financial report the way that we traditionally would. When we talk about the deficit, last fiscal year through May, the deficit was $2.5 million in our operating account. This year through the report we got, which was September 30th, I pulled that up as you were speaking. So from May through September, there was an additional $4.2 million of deficit. So you couple those two together, the deficit is growing and it's approaching $7 million.
Yes, the deficit is almost $7 million now. And how is this happening? Well, you have the mayor who's using the taxpayers' money as her personal bank account, signing checks and agreements and buying things without authorization, like the one check she signed for over $500,000. All of this is contributing to a deficit at almost $7 million, and this is absolutely out of order.
And I will share that financial report. We have not received anything this month. And my concern, and sometimes you kind of joke your way through some of the pain because it really is painful. But we speak how in different meetings, Trustee Belcher would bring a lease or an invoice, and then the retaliation on the next month is we don't get access to the accounting system.
And that's exactly what happened. They got blocked from the accounting software because Trustee Belcher found that Tahoe leased for almost $150,000.
Please state facts.
But let me tell you, here it is, dated December 27, 2022. The cash price of a 2023 Chevy Tahoe, $93,216.71. Interest and APR, $55,929.49. Total lease price, $149,146.20. Tell me if it's not facts, because your signature is all on it.
And that's why she illegally kicked them out of the software, which is why they're here now at the special meeting, because she's refusing them access to all the information and also won't let them see the current budget that they're supposed to approve.
Here, we talk month after month about our deficit and what it is, and now we're not receiving the financial information, and as if it's a punishment to the Board of Trustees. And I again keep encouraging, put it on the website where it belongs. It's not it is a detriment in terms of our ability to do our job, and sometimes calling this information out, that's what we're left with if we try to work with the administration and they refuse to give regular information. Like, this is not even hard. It's almost like asking your name. Why you need to know my name? It's way too hard, and that's what we're faced with sometimes. But Clerk, you had a comment?
And it's not just the trustees the mayor is withholding information from, she's also withholding information from the residents. Hundreds of FOIA requests have been made by citizens requesting public information that the mayor and her administration are required to disclose, and they won't do it. Another right-hand man, Keith Freeman, is intercepting all of the requests, again, hundreds of them, and the city girl mayor instructed employees not to process any of them. So on the administration side, she's got Keith Freeman running interference, and when taxpayers show up to the meetings to voice their concerns, she's got the corrupt police running interference.
This entire thing is just extremely frustrating, right? I heard you all say that you have put it on the website. I've heard you all say that you're considering putting it on the website, or you won't put it in the newspaper. But here I am, I'm supposed to be on the finance department, but I didn't even receive a copy. And then it's like, okay, if you could put it in the newspaper, why not just share it with us? So that when we get here, we won't have all of these questions and we won't be so confused, because we probably could even had some of the answers for the residents.
That's Trustee Norwood. She's on the finance committee and still not getting financial reports. Then when they show up to the meeting sometimes, the mayor will just throw some random papers up that no one was able to read, leaving everyone in the dark.
But not only that, as a resident, I've been here forever, and I've been attending the meetings for years, and I've never seen such hostility. I mean, it feels like we're prisoners in here right now. Put the trustee aside for me, as a resident, I feel like anytime someone wants to make a remark, it's like you're getting shuffled out, and you're getting all of these eyes looking at you crazy. And what happened to the transparency? It's like at the end of the day, I don't want us to forget that the residents are ultimately what pays all of our salaries. They are the reason why we're here. They're the reason why the village exists. Without taxes, none of us will have a job.
Exactly, which is why it was so disrespectful for the city girl mayor to allow her assistant, Carmen, the woman she appointed as trustee in Thornton, who was a waitress. It was out of order for her to be able to sit up there and disrespect the older residents in the meeting.
Respect is something that's earned. It ain't something that's just given because you 100 years old. Respect is earned. Can you be quiet, please? No, exactly.
Okay, Chief.
Enough.
And I do too.
Enough.
And I do too.
Enough.
Be quiet. Disrespectful. Ignorant. You a clown. Look what you got on. You know what I mean?
Yes, that was extremely disrespectful. These are the property owners, the taxpayers. None of the citizens, regardless of age, should be disrespected like this, especially the ones funding your salary.
So it's just frustrating. It's just, you don't even want to come to the meetings because you know that the questions aren't going to get answered. Or then when you do have a question, they say, oh, well, we're going to direct you here, send an email. And then we keep saying, well, just put it on the website so that we don't even have to keep going back and forth with whether or not the information is shareable or not. It's just frustrating, and I'm hoping I have to pray before I get here, because it's like and I know that we all here for safety reasons, but if a resident wants to speak or say something, for an officer to come and approach them and put them out, that I've never seen that before in my life, ever, in no meeting across America. And it's like, why are we all so afraid to speak or ask questions? All we're asking for is transparency. That's it. Like the former trustee stated, there's a transparency, he said, oh, there's an ordinance for transparency. Why aren't we following it? And we all know the answer to that, right? But I'm just hoping that as a resident, like I said, put the trustee part aside, that we can get to a point where we can all ask questions, we can be here. We don't have to feel like information is being hidden from us. We don't have to feel like we can't ask the questions. We don't want to deal with all the smart remarks. Sometimes we just want to know. Just tell us, hey, this is the answer to your question. Okay, let us put it on the website, because all of you all have similar questions. So let me just put it on there. But that's it. I'm just hoping and moving forward. And I love the officers. I love the village. I love everybody. But I'm just hoping we can do better. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Trustee Norwood is absolutely right. The city girl mayor and all these criminals around her, they're going around treating the residents like they're inmates, when the mayor and her henchmen should be the inmates themselves. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. The village now is nearly $7 million in debt. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to Havelock. I appreciate you, Havelock, for all of your support, as well as Nazir, Lionel, Terry, our sister Lisa, and Carrie C. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.